that narcissists really fear because they make them frustrated. Have you ever met someone who didn't seem to care about how you felt or your health? They might have been a narcissist. Dealing with someone who uses tricks to get what they want and takes advantage of others can be hard. Don't worry though, you can keep yourself safe. In order to keep a narcissist from hurting you, you need to destroy their made-up world. Here are 10 strong words you can use to fight back against narcissists. Are you ready to get your power back? Now let's begin. First, just let it go. When a narcissist won't give up in a fight or competition, it can be very tiring to deal with them. There is no way for them to lose. They have to win at all costs. Narcissists won't give up, even if they're in a tight spot, because that would mean accepting defeat. Doesn't it make you mad? It's a battle of smarts. The important thing is to believe in yourself and not let what they do affect how you respond. Show them you're not scared and won't let them control you. They will give up in the end. Some people might fight back, but you can feel good about yourself because you're standing up for yourself and your health. Okay, let it go. Tell a narcissist no 2 times. They hate it when people say no. They can't handle how it makes them feel weak and rejected. They will do anything to get what they want, even if it means manipulating and ruling other people. You should be strong, though, and know when to say no. It is fine to say no to a narcissist if they ask you to do something and you don't feel safe saying yes. If they keep putting pressure on you, you should leave them before they do something bad. You have the right to say no and set limits for yourself. Do what's best for you and don't let an ego make you feel bad about it. 3. Just say, I don't care. Some people, called narcissists, will do anything to feel important and loved. Why does being around those people weigh you out? A narcissist, on the other hand, can't go on. I don't care. Those 3 words can be very painful for a narcissist, even though they sound easy. They get their sense of self-worth from other people's approval, so hearing I don't care pretty much goes against everything they've ever been told. It's the same as taking away their reason for being. Sometimes it's tough to figure out why a narcissist needs so much praise in the first place. But it's because they don't have a sense of who they are and are always looking for support from other people to feel like they exist. They need to hear from someone else that they are important and that they are true. 4. Stop trying to put me in your place. It can be hard to deal with a narcissist when they try to rule everyone and everything. Always keep in mind that you have the power to set limits and stop them from being so controlling. It might feel bad to tell a narcissist to stop ruling you, but it's important for your health. But it's important to stay calm and firm when dealing with the problem. Make it clear that you will not stand for being missiled and that you expect to be treated with respect. Being tough or rude doesn't mean you're standing up for yourself. If you set clear limits and talk about them gently, the narcissist might even respect you. Going against what they want is still better than giving in to what they want, even if they get angry. Say, it's not about you 5 times. It can be hard and draining to deal with an ego when it seems like everything is about them. However, it's important to remember that how they act doesn't say anything about you or your worth. Narcs try to make you feel bad or make everything about them. Tell them it's not about you. These words can be very strong because they tell them that what they do and think doesn't matter to you. You should stand your ground and not let what they do affect how you feel about yourself. Don't forget that their world doesn't have to revolve around you. Don't let a narcissist's behavior bring you down. Instead, keep your mind on what's important to you. No. 6. Say, you should hold yourself accountable and be more responsible. When someone won't take credit for what they did, it can be annoying. But keep in mind that you can only control your own actions and not those of other people. It can be hard to expect other people to be responsible, but it's necessary for good relationships. If a narcissist refuses to take responsibility for their actions over and over again, you should say the words that will crush their ego. Your narcissist may try to put the blame on someone else or make you feel bad for calling them out, but you should stand your ground. It doesn't make you weak to point out their flaws. It makes you brave and strong. 7. You're not enough. It can be tiring to deal with a narcissist because they are always looking for approval and praise. Hearing them talk about how great they are and how much better they are than everyone else can get annoying. If you tell a narcissist, "You're not enough," they will fall apart no matter what they say or do. This is what will happen if you tell a narcissist that they are not good enough and that their big ego is not backed up by their skills or achievements. They are going to be crushed and heartbroken. It will hit them like a punch in the gut, and they will feel hopeless and like they failed. Narcissists often try to hide how weak and insecure they are by acting confident and better than everyone else. When someone is criticized, they may be dealing with feelings of not being good enough or not being worth anything. 8. Tell them they don't know anything. Narcissists often try to avoid facing the truth or owning their flaws, which can make any relationship unhealthy. Some people find it awkward to tell narcissists that they don't know the truth, but it's important to be honest and real with everyone. You can help make your relationships healthier and more polite by telling the truth. Just tell a narcissist, "You have no idea at all about the truth," when they start to bother you. It's important to be ready for how the narcissist might respond, though. They might get depressed or try to get back at you for what you did. But don't let the way they act stop you from finding the truth and being honest with other people and yourself. Say, "My life is my responsibility." Narcissists can see people who admit they were wrong or take responsibility as a threat to their power and control. Remember that accountability is not about being in charge, but about taking responsibility for your own actions. We can stop letting other people control and trick us by taking responsibility for our own lives and deeds. A narcissist might get angry if they hear that their partner is taking responsibility for their life and deeds. They might act out or try to keep control, but it's important to stay strong and put your own growth and development first. People who are narcissists need someone to take their mind off of their own problems, but that doesn't mean their problems will go away. To be honest, facing their problems head-on is the only way for a narcissist to really get better. 10. Say, "You know that's not true." Narcissists are known for being very sensitive to criticism. If you point out their mistakes, they may get very angry or try to make you feel small. How do you tell an ego they're wrong about something, though? In that case, they might have an even worse response. Narcissists are afraid of being found out as fakes when they admit they're wrong. They may get angry and lash out at you if you point out their mistake, even though they were the ones who did it in the first place. Don't forget that feedback is an important part of growing as a person and as a worker. We all mess up, because nobody is perfect. It's important to learn how to deal with criticism in a good way if you want to be strong and make friends. It can be hard to deal with a narcissist's negative reaction to feedback, but staying calm and polite can help keep the conflict to a minimum. In general, it's usually best to stay away from them, even though it might be tempting to try to change the way they think or act. We can protect ourselves from the bad effects of a narcissist's behavior by putting our own safety, well-being, and mental health first. Know that you're not the only one who has found these words helpful and inspiring. A lot of people have trouble dealing with narcissists and their relationships, so it's important to have tools and support to help us get through these tough times. There's no shame in getting help or advice from other people when working with narcissists. Support and tools to move forward can be found in a lot of different ways, such as therapy, support groups, and even just talking to family and friends. For those of you who are living with a narcissist, know that you're not alone. If you need help, read the description below. Leave a comment below with what you think, and if you liked the video, click the like button. Also, remember to stay safe and take care of yourself. Have you ever been in a relationship with a narcissist and wondered why they find it so hard to forget and replace you? In this video, we're going to delve deep into the fascinating and complex world of narcissistic behavior to uncover the psychological reasons behind this phenomenon. We'll explore the narcissist's relentless need for admiration and validation, their fragile self-esteem, and the cycle of idealization and devaluation that keeps them emotionally hooked on past relationships. You'll learn how their fear of abandonment and desire for control play crucial roles in their inability to move on. By understanding these dynamics, you'll gain valuable insights into the narcissist's mind, helping you recognize the signs and protect yourself from their manipulative tendencies. Whether you're currently dealing with a narcissist or recovering from a past relationship, this video will provide you with the knowledge and strategies you need to break free from their emotional grip and start your journey toward healing and self-empowerment. So, if you're ready to uncover the truth about why narcissists can't let go and how you can move forward with confidence, keep watching and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content. The narcissistic personality. A brief overview. To understand why narcissists struggle to forget and replace people, it's essential to first grasp the fundamentals of narcissistic personality disorder, NPD. Narcissists exhibit several key traits, including 1. Grandiosity, an exaggerated sense of self-importance and superiority over others. 2. Need for admiration, a constant craving for praise and validation. 3. Lack of empathy, inability or unwillingness to recognize or care about the feelings and needs of others. 4. Manipulative behavior, using others to achieve personal goals without regard for their well-being. 5. Fragile self-esteem. Despite their outward confidence, narcissists often have a vulnerable self-esteem that requires constant reinforcement. These traits create a unique psychological landscape that shapes how narcissists interact with others and why they find it challenging to move on from significant relationships. The narcissistic supply. Central to understanding narcissists' inability to forget and replace you is the concept of narcissistic supply. This term refers to the attention, admiration, and validation that narcissists crave to maintain their self-esteem and sense of superiority. Individuals who provide this supply are essential to the narcissist's psychological well-being. When someone fulfills this role effectively, they become a crucial part of the narcissist's life. Narcissists view relationships primarily in terms of what they can gain from them. The people in their lives are seen as sources of supply rather than individuals with their own needs and desires. This objectification makes it difficult for narcissists to simply forget someone who has been a significant source of validation and admiration. Idealization and devaluation. One of the hallmarks of narcissistic relationships is the cycle of idealization and devaluation. When a narcissist first meets someone, they often idealize them, showering them with attention, compliments, and affection. This phase is known as love bombing and serves to secure the person's admiration and devotion. During this period, the narcissist may seem perfect, making the individual feel special and valued. However, this idealization is unsustainable. Over time, the narcissist's need for supply intensifies, and they begin to notice flaws and imperfections in the person they once idolized. This leads to the devaluation phase, where the narcissist becomes critical, dismissive, and emotionally distant. The person's value diminishes in the narcissist's eyes, but the need for their supply remains. This cycle of idealization and devaluation creates a powerful emotional bond that can be difficult to break. Even after the relationship deteriorates, the narcissist may struggle to forget the person because of the intense emotions and experiences shared during the idealization phase. Fear of abandonment. Despite their grandiose exterior, many narcissists harbor deep-seated fears of abandonment and rejection. These fears often stem from early childhood experiences of neglect, criticism, or inconsistent care. To protect themselves from these painful emotions, narcissists develop defense mechanisms that include manipulating and controlling others. When a significant relationship ends, the narcissist's fear of abandonment can resurface, triggering feelings of insecurity and vulnerability. They may struggle to forget the person because the end of the relationship represents a threat to their self-esteem and emotional stability. In an attempt to regain control and avoid these uncomfortable feelings, the narcissist may continue to think about and even attempt to reconnect with the person they lost. Control and power dynamics. Narcissists are driven by a need to control and dominate their environment, including their relationships. When someone has been a significant part of their life, they may find it challenging to let go, because doing so means relinquishing control. The narcissist may feel a sense of powerlessness and defeat when they are unable to maintain control over a person who has moved on. This loss of control can be particularly distressing for a narcissist because it threatens their carefully constructed self-image. They may ruminate on the relationship, obsessing over ways to reassert their dominance and regain control. This obsession can make it difficult for them to forget the person and move on. The role of egoism. In relationships with narcissists, there's often a counterpart known as an egoist. Egoists are individuals who are drawn to narcissists and tend to be self-effacing, putting the needs and desires of others above their own. They often lack a strong sense of self and derive their self-worth from pleasing and supporting others. Egoists can become deeply entwined in the lives of narcissists, providing the validation and admiration that the narcissist craves. When an egoist eventually leaves or distances themselves from the narcissist, the latter may find it exceptionally difficult to forget them. The egoist's departure represents not only a loss of supply, but also a disruption of the narcissist's self-concept. Cognitive dissonance. Cognitive dissonance is the psychological discomfort experienced when holding two conflicting beliefs or attitudes. In the context of narcissistic relationships, cognitive dissonance can occur when the narcissist's idealized view of themselves and their relationships clashes with the reality of their actions and the eventual outcome of the relationship. For instance, a narcissist may view themselves as a perfect partner, deserving of unwavering admiration and loyalty. When a relationship ends, this self-image is challenged, creating cognitive dissonance. To resolve this discomfort, the narcissist may continue to dwell on the relationship, attempting to rationalize their actions and reconcile the discrepancy between their self-perception and the reality of the breakup. Narcissistic injury and rage. Narcissistic injury refers to the intense emotional pain and humiliation that narcissists experience when their self-esteem is threatened. This injury can be triggered by perceived slights, criticism, or rejection. When someone significant leaves or rejects a narcissist, it can result in a profound narcissistic injury. In response to this injury, Narcissists may experience narcissistic rage, a powerful and often disproportionate anger directed at the person who caused the injury. This rage can manifest as obsessive thoughts, vengeful fantasies, and attempts to punish or undermine the person. The intensity of these emotions makes it difficult for the narcissist to forget the individual and move on. The illusion of uniqueness. Narcissists often believe that their relationships are unique and special, reinforcing their sense of superiority and grandiosity. They may convince themselves that no one else can provide the same level of admiration and validation as the person they are fixated on. This illusion of uniqueness can make it challenging for them to replace the person, as they perceive them as irreplaceable. This belief is further compounded by the narcissist's tendency to devalue others. They may view potential new partners as inferior and unworthy, making it difficult to form new attachments. The combination of these factors creates a psychological barrier to moving on and forgetting the previous relationship. The role of memory and nostalgia. Narcissists often have selective memories, recalling positive experiences and idealizing past relationships while minimizing or ignoring negative aspects. This selective memory serves to reinforce their self-esteem and protect them from the emotional pain of rejection and failure. Nostalgia can play a significant role in this process. Narcissists may romanticize past relationships, remembering only the moments when they felt admired and validated. This nostalgic view of the past can make it difficult for them to forget the person and move on, as they are emotionally anchored to the idealized memories. Coping strategies for moving on. For individuals who have been involved with a narcissist, it can be challenging to break free from the emotional hold and move on. Understanding the psychological dynamics at play can be empowering and provide a foundation for healing. Here are some coping strategies. 1. Establish boundaries. Clearly define and maintain boundaries to protect yourself from further manipulation and control. 2. Seek support. Surround yourself with supportive friends, family, or a therapist who can provide emotional validation and guidance. 3. Focus on self-care. Prioritize your own well-being and engage in activities that promote self-esteem and personal growth. 4. Practice mindfulness. Develop mindfulness techniques to manage intrusive thoughts and emotional triggers. 5. Educate yourself. Learn about narcissistic personality disorder and the behaviors associated with it to better understand your experiences. The conclusion: narcissists find it difficult to forget and replace significant individuals in their lives due to a complex interplay of psychological factors, including their need for narcissistic supply, fear of abandonment, desire for control, and cognitive dissonance. Understanding these dynamics can provide valuable insights for those who have been involved with narcissists and help them navigate the path to healing and recovery. By recognizing the patterns of narcissistic behavior and implementing effective coping strategies, individuals can break free from the emotional grip of narcissists and move forward with their lives. Thank you for watching. Understanding why narcissists find it impossible to forget and replace you is the first step toward reclaiming your power and moving forward. By recognizing their need for constant admiration, their deep-seated fears, and their manipulative cycles, you can break free from their emotional grip. Remember, establishing boundaries, seeking support, and focusing on self-care are essential strategies for healing. Don't let the narcissist's inability to move on hold you back. Empower yourself with knowledge, surround yourself with positive influences, and embrace your journey towards self-growth and recovery. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up, share it with others who might benefit, and subscribe to our channel for more insights into navigating complex relationships. Your well-being is a priority, and together we can create a supportive community where everyone thrives. Stay strong, stay informed, and take control of your life. Until next time, take care and keep moving forward.